Hi, you're watching The Savera. This is Amrapal Singh before you. As of now, the temperature is around 40 degrees Celsius, and in coming days, the temperature will increase. So, this extreme heat conditions will also affect the health of cattle as well as the milk production also get affected. So, to understand this effect, we are having with us Dr. Kulwinder Singh Sandhu from Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. Welcome, sir, to The Savera. So, what kind of effect heat conditions is having on the cattle?
So the heat is not affecting humans and also the animals. So we have seen that there is rise in temperature since 30-40 years. So there is average rise in 2.5 degrees Celsius all over the globe globally. So now we are having high producing animals. So this is causing more stress to the animals, because more the production, more will be the stress to the animals.
What kind of symptoms we see in the cattle, and what kind of change in behavior we find?
So we can see certain behavioral changes. So the first change that we see is the animal will feel uncomfortable. So you can see the change in respiration rate. So then the animal will prefer to stand rather than sitting. Because as the animal sits, so there will be more contact with the warm floor. So it will cause more heat stress to the animal. So it prefers standing. So another thing we see is that the it will consume less feed. So his feed consumption will also decrease. So these are the major symptoms that we can see.
So, it is said that milk production also get affected. It is quality or quantity?
So milk, so both, if it is too cold, that also affects. If it is too hot, that will also affect the milk quantity and quality as well. So we can see that winters does not affect too much, but in summer the quality as well as quantity is increased to much amount.
What kind of strategies farmers can adopt to reduce the heat stress in the cattle?
Yes. So we see that, so there are two main things by which we can reduce the heat stress. The first thing is the way first is the housing. So we there should be good housing, ideal housing should be there. So there are some things that we have to consider in housing. The first is the long axis of the shed should be from east to west side. Then the roof should be higher. They should not be less than 14 foot. Then another thing is use of sprinklers and fans, that can also help. And the another thing that we always tell the farmers, that never tie your animals. They should be let free in the lawn.
What kinds of common mistakes farmers usually do during the summers?
So I have said that, so 95% of the farmer still tie the animals. So they don't know, the farmers don't know that when the animal needs water. So commonly, so in winter the water is provided twice, and in summer thrice a day, but they need water 6 to 7 times in 12 hours.
Are there any specific dietary changes during summers that are recommended for the farmers?
Yes, some dietary changes are there. So we have seen that if we increase a little amount of fats in their diets, then their stress level will decrease. So we advise to give uh, oil seed cakes to the increase the amount of oil seed cakes in their feed. Then green fodder should be given to them. It should have less fiber.
As you said that quantity as well as quality get affected when it is whether it is extreme hot or extreme cold. So what kind of strategies should be adopted to improve the milk production?
I have already told you that there should be good housing. Ideal housing is advised. So it should be constructed east to west. The animal should not be tied. Then another thing is the height of roof. It should be at least 14 foot high. Then the water should be available 24 hours. The water should be cold. So we usually see that overhead tank water is given to the animals, which gets hot during the summer season. So we should provide cold water. So the water temperature can be improved either by giving the fresh water to the animals, either the overhead tank that should be insulated. So we prefer insulating by double bubble double bubble sheet.
Are there any technology interventions which are helping the dairy farmers to keep their cattle cool during summers?
Yes, we have told the farmers that use sprinklers and fans. So there is a strategy of using sprinkler fans. So so we usually say 1 minute sprinkler and 5 minutes fan.
As we can see here in the dairy farm, the fans are installed. So you are talking about these types of fans and sprinklers here.
Yes. So we usually see that in these open sheds, some people use ceiling fans. So ceiling fans are not advised. So because due to some airflow, so it is they are not going to provide any benefit to the animals. You know. So side walled fans should be used. Okay. So one is enough for 30-40 cattles or 30 to 40 animals.
If we talk about the cost of setting up this these kind of sheds, what it's cost? What will it will cost to the farmer?
So for 10 animals, so it is from 2 lakh to 5-6 lakh rupees. Only on the construction of sheds. So it depends upon the type of material he uses. So we always advise to use the cheapest material. So that is the simple sheet that is underlined by bubble sheet.
At last, what is your message to the dairy farmers?
So my message to the dairy farmer is that so we should never keep the animals in stress. So we should do every strategy available to abate their heat stress because they are just like humans. So summer stress is one of the most stressful conditions that are faced by the animals. So it is our duty to keep them cool. So keeping them cool, it is not only ethically good, but also it is very good for the economical reasons. We can get more production only by keeping them in a comfortable temperature.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving your valuable time. So he was Dr. Kulwinder Singh Sandhu from Guru Angad Dev Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. He has highlighted what kind of effect heat stress has on the cattle and on the milk production. He also suggested some of the effective ways, the strategies the farmers can adopt to keep their cattle cool so that the milk production can be maintained properly. So you are watching The Savera. Stay tuned to us. Follow us both on Facebook and YouTube, and also download our mobile application Amarpal Singh with cameraman Manoj Sidhu.